Okay, this is the setup for wall, all right? So I'm going to do the wall exercises, but you really have to see both versions. So this is wall side, and then we'll do wall front so you can get an idea, okay? But wall side is kind of hard to see. I have 2 weights in here, okay? But for the first exercise, you don't need the weights, so I'm just going to put them down, okay? So you see, if I sit just right here, there's a lot of space here, okay? Now, and the people who have a big bottom will say, I can't get it there because I have a big bottom, okay? I will say, I can't get it there because I have lordosis. But part of what we're trying to do is gain flexibility in our spine. Joe Pilates used to say, if you have a flexible spine, or no, your spine is you are as young as your spine is. I don't think Joe would kill me, but the rest of the Pilates industry would kill me for messing up that quote. But you are as young as your spine is, right? So a spine that just stays like this all the time and you just refuse, then you're not really getting any younger. So if you want to work on getting younger, that's one of the things you have to do. Now, to get there, notice that I am not all the way up here. Rumors have it that Romana was able to stay flat against here, shoulders back, head there, and her spine was against the wall. I'm not Romana. Be nice to attempt to get there, but we are all a work in progress. I have lordosis naturally, genetically, so my spine tends to go in right here, regardless of the size of my tiny booty, right? So I have that issue. So I have to curve. I have to really pull my back against the wall. Now what helps me is my feet on the ground, okay? So we'll start in Pilates stance, heels together, right? Toes apart. And I press into the wall. In a way, you can see how this is almost like the hundreds position, only you would just curl up a little bit. So you can see vertically how that would be. My legs are bent a little bit, just for support. I am not doing a wall sit. That's not this exercise, okay? So we're here, head is here, shoulders back, arms kind of close to the wall, right? And you really press in. And right here, you just breathe. Breathe in, breathe out. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, out. 2, 3, 4, 5, in, and out. In, and out. And as you're doing this exercise, you're breathing in and out, you'll notice that your back tries to come off the wall. And out. So you have to push it back in. In. And out. In. And out. In. And out. Now, after we've done with this, if you had a Pilates instructor, they would hand you the weights. If you don't have weights, get soup cans. Or cans of corn. Or cans of beans. Cans of beans are a little bit heavier. Maybe, you know what? I'm going to try to do a video that shows you the weights of different ones of them so you can figure it out. But we're back here. Back is against the wall. See, my shoulders are off the wall. My head's off the wall. Okay, so I have some neck issues, right? Ideally, I would want to sit right here. It's very comfortable for me. That is not the way we're supposed to be. So learn to bring my head up, shoulders back, press against the wall. Children, do it naturally. It's amazing. So here we have our hands here, our weights are here. Now we're peeling off the wall. Head comes off the wall as our shoulders press in. Shoulders come off the wall as our upper back presses into the wall. This is the part kind of where your ribs are. Allow the weights to just hang a little bit and keep peeling. Now your upper back comes off the wall and the part of the bottom of your ribs are digging in. Lady, that's kind of like where your bra strap is, digging in to the wall. Then you roll down a little bit more. Your ribs come off the wall. Your mid back is pressing in the wall. You may have some hip movements here. That is okay. These arms are still hanging. Then you pull off the wall a little bit more. Your mid back is off the wall. Your lower back is still pressing into the wall. Then you pull off a little bit more. Your lower back is pressing into the wall. The only thing pressing into the wall is your tailbone. And then your tailbone tip is just pressing into the wall. And you're just hanging there. And it's a nice little hang. And we let our arms make circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we curl back up off the wall. Back onto the wall. All right, then we do it again. Notice I see that space. Do you see that space? I have to fix it. There, push into the wall. And then we roll back off. 1 vertebrae at a time. Rolling, rolling, rolling. And when I say small circles, this is not a muscular activity. We're not doing woo, around and around. We're just kind of let the wind blow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and reverse. It's really just loosening our shoulders, teaching us how to just hang. And then we roll back up with the same determination. 1 vertebrae at a time, rolling back up the wall. If I was made of diamonds, I'd be poking little holes in this glass. Okay? And then we roll back off. Hang. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and roll back up. Then we have circles, arm circles. So again, really press into the wall, booty's tight, feet are together, and we lift our arms up as much as we can control, keeping our back against the wall. See, my shoulders are lifting off? I gotta keep it there. See, my back came off? Gotta push it in. Go as much as you can control. Open out wider, and then come back down. And up. And come back down. Now, don't think you have to have a mirror to see if your shoulders are coming off or not. You've got to push your shoulders back. Now, I've said it before. Pay attention to my words more than pay attention to how I look. My body is different from everybody else's bodies. I have shoulder issues like a lot of women. It is hard to keep my back and my shoulders against the wall. This is not an easy exercise for me, but it definitely stretches out my back and helps me feel good for a little while. Notice I reversed the circles, and I didn't tell you. You do 6 around one direction and then 6 around the other. The weight should be manageable. Unless for some reason this is so easy for you, you want a challenge, you can add a weight. But the challenge is keeping your back and your shoulders against the wall as you move in space. I believe, I haven't been told, I believe this builds the ability to be steady in space as you move around, using your core to help you as you move around in space, keeping us from just falling into that slump when we become unconscious. I've done way too many in front, all right? So that's circles. Another exercise related to that is, I forgot what they're called. Maybe they're called wall slides, I'm not sure. But there's a name for everything in Pilates. This one definitely has a name. If somebody puts it in there, maybe, just maybe, if I have time, I'll make another video. But in the meantime, what you're doing is you bend down. Now for this one, I swing my heels apart, still push into the wall, and as I go down, the weights come up. Again, shoulders stay up on the wall. And then we push up, the weights come down. Shoulders stay, back stays. Back down, and come up. And back down, and come up. Realizing I'm doing this, I really need to do this more often. This is one exercise I'm like, I can do this laying down. But it's such a difference doing it against the wall. And this is the last one. Shoulders stay against the wall, hopefully, and we come back up. So that's wall from the side. I'm going to do it again from the front so that you can see it. All right.